it's there.
Well, we was wondering when she crossed with the two vehicles or something.
Oh, I see.
Turn the hill and then we'll change over and let them drive.
Sorry, say again, Carl.
When I first started off, the first year,
There's trees on the left or the right. You're not going to hit a tree there. That's something you've got to be careful of. Obviously, you've got to look at your vehicle at the end of the day. So, I mean, now you could actually go on top of the road because you can see that whenever you go,
you're alright.
you're alright. It's hard to explain as and when you should. You know in your own mind if you can get safe or not.
Yeah.
But if you can see well enough ahead that you know there's no obstacles in your way and there's plenty of area to drive on, then fine, go for it.
Can we jump out and watch you go through this?
Yeah, of course.
Reverse.
That's where the dig's rubbing.
Yeah, absolutely.
So the road disappears, maybe you leave first gear. Touch your acceleration if you want.
Nah, I got it. Oh, I lied away.
Mind your view? Yeah.
No, that's alright.
Up until last week it's been quite dry, hasn't it?
It's too bad, yeah. Last week, it's not been this downpour. Right.
But if you just otherwise it's just like going on the dead thing.
It does get very bumpy and hard.
Okay. Right, so you, this is the gear that's going to put it back into gear. You're spinning an electric motor with that stick. So if you just flick it in, back in gear. Right. Now whoever's got the gloves on, fix the cable up. And we don't cross the cable once it's fastened to the tree and the winch is in gear. Don't pull it this way, pull it that way. You want to keep this bit tight. Right? So now you wind it in until she tells you to stop. And the cable's tight. You'll see that yourself.
Automatically
Stop.
layer itself.
No.
So that's what my job is, to make sure.
No, you can't do anything about it. With the weight of that car on, it's going to go where it likes. So the object of the exercise is to get the car going straight up the cable.
Right.
Yeah? So what's wrong with the car at the moment?
There's a car,
Tyres are
there's
pointing
a
the
car
wrong
in the
way.
way.
No, don't worry about that one. Your wheels are pointing the wrong way. The car's going to come this way, and that will then spool across there. So the first thing we do is get somebody in the car to do the steering. Who's going to do that? Well, the steering's that side and we don't cross this.
Yeah, your wrong vehicle, mate.
You
Get
have,
back in your
you
own
have
vehicle.
some delicate components between your legs, and if that
Oh,
breaks,
no,
you
no.
won't have any.
Okay.
It's the quickest sex change in the world, that is. Oh, I know.
Did you make a mistake once?
Right, so now he can't hear us, doesn't know what we want to do. We've got to start with some hand signals. Right, up to now we've been able to do everything outside. So we now want some hand signals. We want him to steer the car. So we want him to steer the car that way. More. Right, so now we've got the wheels pointing where we want them. We want you're in the car with the winch control. Usually the driver does both jobs. So give him the winch control.
You have wind control.
That's freed another pair of hands to help out here, hasn't it? Right, so before we let the weight fall on the car, we need to make sure that the fixing on that strap is good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not locked on, but
So the secret is now we don't lose any ground. If we take the brakes off the car now, the chances are it will roll back a little bit. So we want him to winch in until the car moves. Then we take the brakes off. Right? Now the instruction for winching in, you're in charge, you've got the gloves on. So the instruction for winching in is that. Drive the winch in. Okay, and that's to stop him. Right?
Yeah.
Because you can't talk, you can't have somebody relaying. You can now tell him to take the brakes off.
Take the brakes off.
Right? You've got the handbrake on. Take it off. Right? Now the secret is we don't take the brakes off until we've got that cable tight. Okay? So now when you tell him to do that, oi,
neither.
now just put the foot brake on and keep the wheels going. Put the foot brake on as hard as you can. Keep it up. Well, it'll stand for you. That's how strong your winch is.
It is amazing.
Take the brakes off again. The straighter you can keep that pull, the better it'll lay on. So we need to go that way just a fraction. Okay? Stop. Keep your brakes off and winch out, which is that. Stop. Now you see then how it took a second for the winch to stop. After you heard it loose the button. Right? Just give it the winch control, sir. If I'm winching out, right, when I stop, just flick it in. Otherwise it carries on rolling backwards. Right, so you just flick it in, that stops the winch. Once that winch is stationary, it's automatically braked. It can't free spool. Now if we're on a steep gradient reversing down, just loosen the switch won't stop the winch. It will carry on free spooling while it's turning. You need to flick it in to stop it. This isn't a gradient really. We'll look for a gradient later on. Okay, flick it in like that. Okay, so winch in. You speed the vehicle's coming along at. Okay? So what we'll do now is put a pulley block into the cable, which gives us twice the effort. You with me? Yeah. The cable will actually spool in at half the speed. Somebody grab the rope. Somebody grab the rope to pull it out of the way. Hang on a bit. Let's just have a look at the setup so you know what we've done.
Driving.
Now keep your hand on it, we'll pull and let the cable out.
Alright, okay, go on. Okay. Okay. Right.
Second gear and flat out. Go. Second gear and go. Lots of rev.
Go on!
Go.
Leader!
Reverse, keep your wheels straight this time. Go. Good. Second gear and go. Get on full lock again.
Really though, a lot further.
Right. You weren't quite so quick. Hold it there, we'll have to get the winch in. We're not going to get any further. can get it to start off in...
Another 5 nests. How you going on, mate? Oh, alright. You video, Dave?
Yeah.
You just come up the middle road, you've got a winch up there.
You keep stalling him. I love that water sound. I can see us having to winch him up from there.
Stay here when...
Oh, top gear.
There's no stopping him now.
Because it's warm in here and the water's warm, the raft drinks full inflation before it uses up all the CO2 in the cylinder, and then it goes through the process of venting off, and that will continue for a few minutes yet, and then it will calm down. Now the reason the road came out so freely and easily as you were pulling it is because there's two things you can do with the road. You can either coil it, can't you? Yeah? What's the problem with coiling it, potentially? It can get stand up, cross over, so what they actually do to make sure it runs freely is to inflate it. It's actually up and down in the bag like so that when you pull it, it runs out without any problems. And that's in that black bag, the raft there. So it all comes out, you reach full inflation, full tension, and then pull it. There you can see the wire. It's attached to the activation head. And the activation head is on the top of the CO2 cylinder, so when you pull it out, release the gas to come up this pipe, through the branch into the chambers, and then broke its way out of the canister and fully inflated. Okay. So this is the side that we normally be looking for, to pull the raft back alongside our vessel and climb straight across into it. As you can see, the raft's inflated, the door opens so we can see where we're going to climb straight in. On a real live raft, the lights would have already come on, and it'll be down to us once we're inside to unplug it to conserve the power of the battery. On this side, we've got just one ordinary ladder down with no step. On the other side, potentially this can be pulled in tight against the vessel, and people could be pulled in towards the other side. It's the other door that's got the inflated step on it to help, and that's the side we'll actually be using to climb in and out of the main door. Okay. Right, what I first wanted to do is have a look around the inside, so I'm going to climb in one at a time. The packs here will be your equipment pack. Everything you need is already inside the raft, either secured around the edge or in the main emergency pack. Okay, so there's just bags of water in there just to give it the weight. But so if we want to jump in there one at a time, it's a 10-person raft, so there should be no problems.
You'd have a dry battery on that, would you?
Yeah.
It's about having carries when you come out.
Right, so once in here, some of the features we've talked about already. You've got the lookout sleeve just above Chrissy. I don't know why that's all been tied up like that. It's not always necessary. Well, yeah, it can do because we're going to use it this afternoon. Okay, then you can stick your head out. That's still the gas whistling. Because we've now got in it, we've increased the pressure on it again, and for that reason it's going to continue its whistle. As well as the outside light, there's an inside light as well, so at night you'll be able to see what you were doing, and the battery packs would be there. On this particular raft, a small raft like this, you'd have dry cell batteries actually up on that pouch. On a larger raft, you'd probably be looking at C-cell batteries strapped to the underside of the raft with wires coming up. For whichever type of batteries, you can still unplug them. And unless the lights are actually on, they won't be taking power away from the battery. Just by the old head there, we've got the rainwater catchment pocket tube, so you can connect a bag or a bottle or whatever you've got underneath there. Or if it's in that situation, even drink it straight from the... But just be wary of the first drop of water that comes through because of the chalk dust on the outside. Inside the raft we've got the various pictures indicating various features. Behind your head there we have the picture of the operational sea anchor. As a reminder, they're what we refer to rather unkindly as idiot pictures, that you're sitting here thinking, oh, well, what do we do now? gives you an idea of what you're supposed to be doing. So someone would see that symbol, you know that's where the sea anchor is. Just outside there will be the securing point for the sea anchor. That's where you throw it out. Where the inflation points are around the inside, you've got one above your head here. There's the picture again. There's two down here, upper and lower buoyancy tube, and there's also the one on the floor. There's a picture's almost torn away there, but if the picture's missing, just look around the raft and see who's smiling, then you'll know they're sat on the inflation tube for the floor. Alright, so we've also got the pouch for the buoyant knife, and where Chris's elbow is, I'll show a picture of someone cutting the painter. So having got into the raft, if you're still attached to the vessel, that will be your next idea. And remember to leave as much line on there as possible. Don't chop it off short at the door. If you can, use it as a towing line for the future. Being in rough conditions, not going to be a consideration for yourselves, but the internal grab lines would be used in rough conditions to loop your elbows back through so you don't get thrown all over the raft. So once you're in the raft, we would cut the painter, paddle ourselves away, possibly using the sea anchor as well to pull ourselves. Once we're away to a safe distance, you would then worry about physical threats to your environment. So if it's cold conditions, we'd be doing things like inflating the floor, closing down the entrances, getting water out if we've got water in the raft. We've all climbed in from the side, so it's dry in here. But as you'll see, when we start climbing in from the water, you bring a lot of water in with you. So it has to be bailed out, dried off, to keep the temperature up. So we inflated the floor, dried it all out, and then worry more about the slightly longer term survival phase. You're possibly going to have casualties or injuries, very minimum cold, so look out for those persons. And you already mentioned the pearls, the seasick pearls, again very important, even in not even particularly rough conditions, and even hardened sailors don't ever let anyone say, oh, I'll be alright, I'll never seasick. If you're just bobbing about in a raft, you suddenly start to feel a bit queasy. It's shut down, it's claustrophobic. Alright, so everyone must take seasick pills. I mean, even if you're sort of feeling alright. So there's also seasick bags as well, so that seasick pills don't work. That's right, yeah. It goes right around the raft.
It's a smell, if it's just me, I can control myself. I mean, I won't feel too bad. As soon as I get the smell,
that's it, yeah. Okay, so that is the worst problem. So, yeah, seasick pills, very important. And a sick bag just to try and control it all a bit if it's... Okay, so that'd be your first thoughts. Yeah, you're usually sitting there thinking, oh, I don't feel two bags, until the person sitting next to you throws up in your lap and then...
Yeah, he would. He's overboard. Yeah, don't wash it.
Right, okay then, so they're your initial actions. We'll worry about them all long term. No, they're the seals for the water bags that are under where the water bag can stick into it. Oh, yeah, it really does. Right, can you check your life jackets? Make sure they are tight. Stop that chance of riding up. Second thing, check that your whistles are in the little, probably all a bit twisted up, but make sure the whistle, make sure it's in the little elasticated pocket that is there. And keep checking on that throughout the afternoon, because when you hit the water, if that is swinging free, it can whip up, hit you in the face, get jammed up your nose, and the rest of the afternoon walking around whistling. Get as low as possible. If you're on a small craft, it doesn't matter, you're going to be close to the water. But ideally, get as low as you can, close to the water as you can. Lower yourself in if you can, and still keep your mouth and nose covered. Check to make sure it is clear and safe to jump, and then jump in feet first. So go off the side first of all, just as if you're going in and you don't break behind. You can still find a glider and you'll pop up and down. When you come back up to the surface, keep your mouth and nose covered. You'll be gasping for air. If you take your hand away too soon, you'll see people do, certainly off the platform, you go under, you come back up, you go, oh, that's it. And then down you go again for another dunking, and that's when all the water gets in. Okay, so make sure you keep your mouth and nose covered until you stop bobbing up and down. Then release slightly so you can breathe, but still keep your hand there for protection to stop any water from snapping up into your face and getting into your mouth. And then when you've calmed your breathing down, you will then think, oh, then you take hand away. Don't leave your hair bandits, it's another role for some than others. Ladies tend to be a guilty culprit of that. Come back up to the surface, and the first thing I'm worried about is getting the hair out of it. Coming in the face, you'll drown rather than
We need to put something to it.
Right, okay, so cover your mouth and nose, hold it together, remember, check it safe, and take a breath, bring your hand up and then just step off. Don't jump or die, because you'll tend to throw yourself forward and end up going back out anyway. Stand up, look straight forward and just step off and you'll go down upright. Which is again very important to go behind. When you lean forward and jump, you'll just fall forward. Okay, so even from that height, you can still pop up and down a couple of times. Once you know you're okay, you can take your hand off. Now you just relax and feel the life jacket. If you're wearing your inflatable ones, by this stage, within a minute, I mean, you see I'm going to inflate a life raft, the life jackets go up just like that as well. By the time you come back up to the surface and bobbed up and down and sort yourself out, they'll be inflated. Just lay back and let it support you. What its job is. Okay? Once you've laid there, then you can take stock of your situation, take your hand away from your face, then you can worry about moving. Now, the colder the water, the more important this will be. But you want to use as minimum effort as possible to conserve energy and to conserve heat. If you turn over in front and start trying to the life jacket's getting in the way. Much easier to lay on your back, relax, and just paddle on backwards, keep your legs together, cross your legs if you like, protect that groin area, that warm area, keep your arms down by your sides. And just paddle with your hands. Okay? Now in a river, you'll probably want to be seeing where you're going. So paddle forwards, you'll be running down with the current anyway, but even if the current's running that way, you'll be running down with the current, but you can just paddle yourself across to get heading in the direction you want to go. You're not going to be able to swoop against it. You just run with it in the direction you want to go, or straight across it. You'll be going down the river, but you'll be heading in the direction you want to go. Okay? But minimum effort is important. So forwards or backwards. Forwards probably the river, because that's, especially with lots of driftwood and various other things, you'll be worried about. I was going to say, what was we were saying earlier, we're not going to worry too much with grass because of you're not that far, you're going to swim to the bank. But what are the prospects of things eating? Actually, your threat to survival there are probably as many things living in the water as the actual environment
You
itself.
don't pee in the water.
Pardon?
You don't pee in the water because the fish let the traces all the way back up.
Oh yes, that was on what's it the other night, wasn't it? Okay. Bloody Henry, yeah. Hold your wrist. Take it clear below and just step off. Are you joining us?
Yeah, we'll do.
Right, turn round. I'm going to go this way now. Yeah. And you're all staying together, which is the most important thing. So if someone's not quite as strong as swimmer as someone, you're all working together. Right, the easiest side to get into is the side with the step. You've got the ladder down in the water and the upper rungs of the ladder going up and over the top pointy tube. Get your feet, rather than starting to try and pull yourself up with your arms, get your feet sorted out in the ladder down below. Okay, once your strongest muscles are in your legs. So the trick is going to be to use your legs to push up rather than your arms to pull. So get yourself in position, bend your legs, get ready to push and just stand up. Once you've got your life jacket up as high as the top pointy tube, put your knee on the step and then just climb in. Okay? What you don't want to do is put your feet underneath. Try and keep your weight as close to the raft as possible. Keep yourself upright. If you lean back, then your feet will go under the raft, you'll be arm's length from it, and you're trying to pull with your body. You won't do it. Keep yourself upright and come up vertically. Much easier. Okay, right. This time as you jump off, just really cover your mouth and nose. So you don't go down too deep, and you've got a couple of metres there, you should go down to the bottom. Just bend your knees slightly as well, and that will lessen the depth to go down. So mouth and nose, hold your wrist, check it's clear, and then just okay.
He's emptied the swimming pool.
No points for technique, it's all the outcomes. Knee on the step. There is actually a danger to try and stand up on the step and slip off and back in again, but you've got that close, you're better off just diving forward, making sure you end up inside.
Go on, Dave. Come on. Up you go. Yeah, pass it here.
Right.
Legs apart, mouth open. Yeah. He's so light.
Get your life jacket on the edge, that's it.
So going.
Alright. You don't know to press stop now. Right, now we don't want to lose here while the person that is okay is getting out. So you hand your category over to, if there's no one already in the raft, just tuck their arm through one of the loops. If there is someone already in the raft, then hand them over while you climb out. So, again, it's technique. You've got on the step, gives you a bit of knee reach. Hold on inside the other crab line. We'll then bring him round between us. Because our weight is on this side, we're pushing the raft down into the water a bit anyway. We can get hold of him. We can bob up, down, and then back up and in. The buoyancy of the life jacket, if we dip him in, pushes him up, which helps us. So do up, down, then up and in. So, put it right up, down, down. And then properly, you leg up and lay down very easily. Right, you can take over from me. You do the next one. You're right, coaches, you can swim. Right, you two take it over. I'll let you help Tracy. Don't make the tide away from the camera. His arms on his legs, that's it.
And one more. I've got to be rescued.
Does anybody else not had a go want to have a go? Either climbing out, being lifting somewhere?
Dave, you want to
Hold on inside or you end up in the water.
up, down.
Are you alright? This is his legs waving. If you put your foot on the step, actually sit on the buoyancy. And put your foot out over the side, on the step. That's it, I think you try to lean it. Hold on the inside. Up, down, up and up. Good.
You need a few more.
Come on the side. Make sure you're holding inside. Go with legs. You want to go in those, you want to up, down. You're in it. Ideally, you'll come out from underneath it anyway. If you're quick enough, you'll be out from underneath it and it won't come down the top of you. But if it does come down on top of you, put your hands up, because then you'll catch the life raft And it's not heavy, you just push it off you and keep going backwards, you'll be out underneath it. If you don't, you could get hit by one of these lead weights. Now again, it's very comfortable, good for a laugh. A few years ago, unfortunately it wasn't one of my courses, a colleague of mine. Bit of a Rambo, pulls the raft over one-handed, showing off to the girls, and as it come over, he headed it, and he headed one of the lead weights, split his head open. We laughed. On the safer side of things, I mean, we just can't legislate someone to do that in front of you. I mean, it's coming down, it's something to go. But, okay. So, we look briefly at the beaches and the castle. So you've got the water pockets. And as you felt, as we were trying to lift it there, they do quite a good job of weighing it down. I mean, these little pockets have some of them been cut. Big ones, actually let the water out. They do actually keep the raft up the right way. It's very rare that they capsize. Once they're inflated up the right way, the water pockets are full, and the life raft's full of people. It will be really rough conditions, especially flipping over there. But most of the time, when it's inflated. Okay, now, again, the technique. It will tend to lie at 45-degree angle, like so. So obviously this is the side. Mainly because that's the easiest side to get hold of. Secondly, because when you turn the thing back up the right way, you don't want the CO2 cylinder coming down towards you. Alright? So that will get pushed away by your feet, and the other side of the raft will come over. So the worst that can hit you is the step. But do put your hands up, in case you don't get out, and then you can just put that away. So, one person, yeah, I'll show you it first. I'll then show you another technique of how to actually end up with somebody inside it. It's also quite helpful. It saves that initial person trying to climb out. Alright, so, I'll go up the side here. We've got the rest here, so we've got to go a little bit further up. Right. If there's a breeze blowing, the first thing you want to do is get to your raft first of all, and then turn the raft round so it's facing the wind. The wind's blowing this way, because the wind will then get under it and help it come over. If you do it the other way with the wind behind you, certainly if it's a strong breeze, when you get the raft up so far, every time you let go of it, it's going to blow back upside down again. Or if you hang on to it, then you're going to end up windsurfing, and you're going to set off across the... and get yourself home again. Alright, stay there and blow. Again, it's technique more than brute strength. Get your feet up, either end of the CO2 cylinder, and get yourself balanced. To keep your feet together, you'll keep falling off it. So, legs apart, feet are in the cylinder, keep your knees bent. Reason for keeping your knees bent, when it comes over, you want to push off, pushing the cylinder one way and you the other. If you've got your knees straight, it will come over, but when it comes over, you've got nowhere to go, it will just come down the top of it. So keep your knees bent. Get hold of the bottom of the ladder, make sure it's not tangled. Up the rungs. There's no weight to this at all, do it nice and slow, using the weight in your balance. Okay, get it to the upright position, and then push off. If you can, keep hold of it. Because remember in the river it will set off without you if you're... Okay? So if it does come over the top of you, it's not a problem. Just stay on your back. Whatever you do, don't turn over. Natural instinct is to turn your back on something and try and it will come down on your back, it will push you under the water, your life jacket will push you on. Try and swim out, you'll just set off along like a big orange turtle. Alright? So, worrying about getting tended up in the ladder. And for that reason, as it comes over, leave the ladder and go out and onto the green. But as soon as you turn, certainly a big boat, you do lose your direction, and that can cause you problems.
No, it's in the video. Because it could be edited to make one time.
But surely that would be cheating.
So what time tomorrow?
Same time?
So you here?
Yep. When me and he'll be here, well, probably about 9 o'clock.
We've got boating experience already. We'll go from the basics for those that haven't, and go right the way through everything. I think people without the outboard and different types of boats, and that will be the main thing tomorrow, and probably again that weekend at the end of June. It's just trying out the different boats. The launcher's got a wheel, so we're driving it one way. The rib's got a smaller wheel with an outboard on it. Then you've got the speed and turning characteristics and handling characteristics of that. They're different again to the small one, which is on a tiller. The small outboard, so each of them got their own ways, and so we're looking at coming alongside stationary objects, moving objects, things like that.
Yeah, from Callum.
I'll have my glasses, I must admit.
Yeah, Wednesday night.
But no child mind at all that week. You've already got
You're working at
Fifth is
two. You mean like
2-1.
it'd be like two opposing demons. Some sort of.
The same age, so you just put them together.
Everyone to be like a very unarmed combat soldier. He's 4 years of age.
What Damien is. Alexander is another.
Right, the next train is Boathead, just so you know. It's provisionally the 28th, 29th end of June.
Good name for it. He's got his own son Damien there.
And then after that,
Well, after you guys started calling them that, I had a close look and he has got
we can only make one day and do it on one day. But there's the option. 28th, 29th of June.
Oh, yeah.
Well, you're not going to this work.
Yeah. So what we could do is have a long one day rather than spend 2 days. That's what it is. It's the workshop. Yeah.
Basically,
When
it's
there's children, isn't it?
sort of having a committee meeting. This is sort of a meeting. Straight into round drinks, and we get together. That's the way it should be. Yeah, and talking about PEC, that's like, let's plan things for, I know, so-and-so's doing this, and quite anything else he wants to do it.
Well, we're going KB on the 7th, it's not a PECF.
But something like that, so say if it was, right? All it would happen is that the few people around you get to hear about it. Whereas if you have a meeting every couple of months, a social drinking, you can say, oh right, does anybody fancy doing something next Friday night? You know, and there'll be a few people that get involved. And then things like, you know, get a bit cheaper. You can offer it to photographs. You know, people not coming in the Amazon, they're interested.
Where's the school?
Right, if they want to see photographs, you give them a talk about something. They're all interested.
On the 13th of
They wouldn't do that for all of these then.
does that actually coincide with boat handling?
It's flexible. Yeah, we can have boat handling when we want. Yeah, we won't decide at that stage. We don't need that. Once you know what we're saying, we can go down the such way we guide this.
If we can, then that's my 13th is the best date for this month.
You think we can make the 13th one?
13th of July.
What we're doing, we've got a grammar school Shuttle Grammar School girls do basically running food fair for us.
So at the moment, all my weekends are free, except that because I'm doing his job. So I mean, basically, yeah. Well, it's a crime desk, so I mean, as long as I make absolutely holiday here, basically I only have to do one weekend every 6 or something.
The bottom line is, there's 800 pupils at school, everybody runs about £1 each.
Well,
yeah.
I'll tell you what I'm doing. On the 27th of June, we're having one of the school teachers from the school being arrested while during assembly. Okay? It's been decided now that people also will be arrested. There'll be the school teacher and a pupil will be arrested in front of everybody. And for example, £10 in their grade, they can stay in custody for 15 minutes. Now what we've...
They're going to stay inside a long time, so
Hopefully.
That's a lot of time to
yeah, it's a long time. 15 minutes. You only need to raise 40 quid, and that's an
£1 a
hour.
minute.
Yeah. What?
Yeah,
That's the target what we've set to them, but we've said we've got a cut-off point of 9 hours. So if they just
They're not going to, they're just going to raise as much as they can.
they're willing, they're wanting to
They're
do
quite
it.
happy to stay locked up.
They're quite happy to do that.
They spend their whole weekend inside.
Well, no. We've said 9 hours.
We're lying.
We're lying.
But you're saying that, you know, for Red Nose Days, I mean, I walked into my nick and there's all these young kids in there, and they have sponsored lock-in.
Well, what we're doing with this
24 hours,
is there's 800 kids at the school, so I'm writing a pamphlet which the teachers will give to every school member, in which they'll say, on Friday the 27th, there is this charity, which is a school teacher and one of the people who've been looking, blah blah blah, for sick children's club, and also that they're sort of running sort of a school home project as well. For each one of their children could raise a pound, do washing a car or something like that. So hopefully each child will come back. So what I'm hoping to do, speaking to the head, is on that day we'll raise £1,000. That's what we want. We'll raise £1,000 for that day. On top of that, we'll be in that same letter. We will be saying that on the 13th of July we'll be holding a charity food fair at the premises, in which we're running alongside this, because the Kent Messenger will be sort of coming along, photographing and running a news story on it. When they print that, they'll be mentioning in that on the 13th of July there'll be a boot fair at that venue, all the money goes to charity, blah blah blah, and we invite anybody along.
£5 a pitch.
Like £5 a pitch, 10 pence for everybody that comes through the gate.
And we're also going to run a refreshment stall, which we're going to make the money on, for a tin of hot dogs. Got free teas, coffee, all that.
I should be able to get all the food free.
That's going to go like...
Yeah, I should be able to get all the food free if I can. Right. I'll try to make the local cash and carry and say, look, it's all over there. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I'm not hot dogs this week. Cans of drink, I'm going to try and get them. Yeah. In fact, what I'll do, I'll actually buy popcorn for it, sell it in glass, £30, something like that. Literally have our own stall for food affairs. All the kids going to bring in stuff. I've got notices all over the police station. Anyone clearing the loft, so we have our own stuff on there. Keep it simple. 10 to 20 pence, up to 50 pence. Around because they know it's a charity. No sort of, oh, will you take 10 pence or something like that? Look, take it.
We can do that 58
All we need on that
£50.
day, it's just, Dave and I organise that and do the collection. We just need 2 or 3 other people there that face a bit of trouble.
That's going to be the 13th of July.
Even if you come down for 2 or 3 hours, we do shifts.
We're going to, obviously we're going to try to get some of the school teachers involved with this anyway, with food fair, and also with the pupils. But I can see that there'll be an area, because there's got car parking facilities in the field for about 100 cars. We might need a little bit of towards the end, ushering sort of the cars out onto the road, making sure
Have you got any of these posters? Because I'll put some up.
No,
Can I ask a suggestion? If you're going to have all these cars there, would the kids be interested in like doing car wash? Quick car wash, something like that?
Yeah, there's loads of options. Yeah, I mean, we
Because
see out...
real job.
We're not going to enter if the others are all practicing. There's a Thames River Row later in the summer. And we're on about entering a team, but I'm not going to play if everyone else is going to be out every bloody weekend practicing.
A bit keen, isn't it?
Yeah.
Big safety boat.
A bit of industrial espionage coming in.
Yeah. I reckon at 30 knots we've got to take a few oars.
Question, why is that fellow that keeps one side coming?
Counteract the
Drive from the prop.
It's adjusted to the right setting.
Yeah, I was going to say, I wanted to very.
Well, the other engine didn't have it, did it? The Johnson didn't have it.
No, it's the first time I've seen one catted like this.
I mean, I personally reckon it's set up correctly, but my previous boss reckoned it wasn't, so it's almost sort of personal feel for the boat.
Yeah.
That was one advantage about when they nicked the boat, wasn't it? The steering wasn't quite set up properly before, was it? When they redid it, we got a better steering system, well, one that worked better.
Did you notice the difference in the steering?
Yeah,
in that last course?
a lot lighter.
So we've got the keys to get to the adjustment.
Will you get to use the submarine?
You better get actually then. Yeah, they really do the new one. I want a 3-4 one. No, wait.
I'm trying to get back.
Okay, lads, now what was our main mistake there? Or do you want to take the painter and get someone down there and I'll lower it down to you? Perhaps we can get it out.